Sophia Parola here with Brookdale Newsmakers, your source for what's happening in and around our campus. Today I have Sarbmeet Kanwal here with me. He not only teaches physics and astronomy here at Brookdale, but he will be one of the speakers at this year's TEDx event in Asbury Park. And we have the pleasure of talking to him about it. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
So this event is the largest and highest rated TEDx conference in East Coast.
Oh, wow.
And you are one of the speakers. So
I'm very excited.
I'm excited that we have our very own Brookdale professor speaking there. That's amazing. Tell me how, you said you're excited, but how do you feel about being one of the 25 speakers out of 200 people who auditioned?
I feel very, very lucky. When I first decided that I want to try out for this thing, I really thought my chance was like 0. But when I found out that that I was one of the people selected, it was an incredible feeling. It's hard to describe. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And so what was the audition process like for you?
Yeah. The audition process itself, I basically had to do a lot of preparation. You know, speaking publicly is not something like a natural thing for me, even though I'm a teacher and I do teach, but speaking in this context is a little different. So I had to do a lot of practicing, I had to do a lot of work and put my best foot forward, and you know, I was lucky that I got in.
Wow, well congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure it wasn't just luck. You deserve it in every way. So I know that this year's theme for this TEDx conference is chaos. Can you tell me about what your speech will be about and how it relates to chaos?
Yes. So chaos is one of those things that comes up in science actually quite a lot. In fact, there's a whole chaos theory in science. But the kind of chaos that I'm going to be talking about in my talk is the chaos that existed in our universe before it evolved into the complexity and the order that you see around today. So all the galaxies, the stars, the life forms, us humans, they just didn't come. They were very, very gradually created by the processes in our universe, which essentially take chaos and make it into order.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, if you look up, the original meaning of the Greek word cosmos is order. And so literally when you say chaos to cosmos, which is the title of my talk, I'm going to talk about how chaos becomes order.
Wow. That's amazing. That's very interesting. So you talk, so it sounds a lot about like astronomy and physics, like what you teach in the classroom.
Yes.
So what skills do you have in the classroom that you bring to this talk?
So mostly it's the knowledge that I've gathered over the years, because in order to teach astronomy, you have to know a lot about the stuff that I'm talking about. But in my talk, I'm actually going beyond the scientific knowledge of astronomy. I'm using that knowledge to make some points that I think are very relevant to our life today, and also relevant to the way the world is today, because I really believe that science can give you a whole new perspective. You know, it can completely change the belief system, in fact, that you live your life from. And so I really believe that if people started to understand more about how our cosmos evolved to us human beings, that they would view everything differently. And I actually believe that that difference may actually make people perhaps not as selfish, perhaps not as greedy, and perhaps more interested in bringing the world together. And that's kind of my message in my talk.
Wow, that's already interests me. I'm really excited to hear your speech.
Yeah.
So you kind of just answered a little bit. I wanted to ask you what you're really hoping people can get out of listening to your speech.
So I really hope that when they listen to what I have to say, that it will change the way that people look at the cosmos, our world, our humanity, and that it will impel them to to understand the great connectivity that we have with each other, and it would also help them do things that I think will lead us towards a much better goal than we sometimes worry about these days, right? Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you.
That's so great. So is there any way that Brookdale students, not only your students, but just any Brookdale students can watch your talk and maybe get a little discount for this event?
Yeah, so there is an educator discount, which, if you go to the website, you can get all the details from there as well. There is also a speaker discount that I have, which is basically the word Cosmos. So if you enter COSMOS in the place where you enter the discount code, you will automatically get a 20% discount on orchestra seats.
Wonderful. That's so great. So we're running on the end of our time, but I just want to say congratulations again. And I wish you the best of luck. I'm very excited to see your talk.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me here today.
Thank you for coming. So you heard it. Please look at their website, TEDxAsburyPark.com. Purchase tickets, and you can get a discount. We'll see you at the TEDx talk and next time on Brookdale Newsmakers.